Guess I have time for one game today before picking up my friend. Let's continue. See what happens.
A freshly carved rune floated gently above her
Yeah, to the wilds, I suppose. Explore the new Gizmo DN.
The search for a new home continued.
Here it is.
New Gizmodan's massive electric fences activated in response to the party's presence.
This boat I remember well. Well, so this is new Gizmodan. I can barely sense the spirits in this place. It feels like we're in an iron coffin. It smells like rust and chemicals, and I can see no sky. I despise it. Look over there. And pointing to a staggering amount of machinery and weaponry in the distance, an armory of massive machines. By the spirits, look at the size of those machines. I've seen these machines before. They were used when Hexhaven was invaded, but never at this scale. I looked away from the machines, a sudden dark cloud hanging over her. Greycoat, I managed to separate from those thoughts over time, partially for helping us escape that wretched city, but the sight of these things, it brings back the sour taste in my mouth. I sense great loss in you, Lynn. As Morgana attempted to move closer to comfort Lynn, she was interrupted by a sudden voice. Dark Mask Exopilot, and I sense someone trespassing in our facility. You don't seem like a Goldmane's regular goons, though. The raccoon grinned deviously. I guess I'll have to throw you all out of the airlock to be sure. Hold your tongue, little raccoon, if you know what is good for you. The raccoon smile widened as he climbed into a tall, animal-shaped device that towered over Baldo. I was hoping you would say that. Time to take this beautiful little test drive. Let's show this tough guy he shouldn't mess with a mechanic.
The drone of heavy machinery was so loud, it even drowned out their thoughts. They had made it to New Gizmodan.
There we go. Cool. I was putting down. You're on our side now, I hope.
hope for a better future restored.
Of course, raccoon engineers, they're supposed to be the best at making things work. The reverse of our friend Mortimer, whose talent seemingly lies with blowing things up. Where do we go from here? They must have scouts or guards around. I have an engineer friend from Hexhaven that left years ago for this place, back before the Empire fell apart. Let's hope Pascal is still around. You're putting a lot of faith in this happenstance. How can you be sure? I'm not, but where in the wilds would a raccoon with an interest in robots and engineering go otherwise? Robots, I do not like the sound of that. This place in general, it feels lifeless and hollow and makes my neck feel wise. If I know Pascal, and I do, he'll focus on doing something weird and experimental. Let's try to find a research center or department or whatever. She gripped her weapons tight, the familiar notches on the handle reminding her of those she couldn't protect. Whatever she did, those notches would never be repaired, but she would do everything in her power to not add new ones. Lynn grew stronger through reflection defense +1. Bolt Lancer, get back to work, raccoon. R&D stands for research and development, not relaxation and daydreaming. Ha ha ha. Dr. Master Engineer? Yeah, Pascal, what he said. Good one, sir. Brown Nozzle, why don't you go and polish his lance for him as well while you're at it, huh? Right, you? Well, Lancer, if not for your breakthroughs with the exosuits, you would have been discarded by Goldmane long ago. Pascal looked at the Bolt Lancer with bold disdain before rolling his eyes. Yes, sir, my absolute pleasure, sir. Meanwhile, at the entrance of the room, the party waited in silence. Well, Fox, I can tell you this, Pascal character are cut from the same cloth. His sense of humor and comedic timing is pretty darn great, I agree. The hyena with that sparkling weapon seems dangerous. Perhaps we should avoid these Steel Knights for now. Bah ha ha ha, you think mere sparkles and steel can stop me? I hear a challenge. A spontaneous battle will escape from Baldo's mouth, its ferocity startling the enemy forces. Baldo, oh by the spirits, hey Pascal. Lynn, what the blazes?
The party managed to find Lynn's old friend Pascal, hammering away at those strange mechanical devices.
You want to defeat these first.
A mighty strike indeed.
is going to attack me, then I'm going to get a lot of moves. Look at all this treasure of mine. That's all there is to it. Grinning wildly, Pascal embraced Lynn in a strong hug. I thought about our heartbreaking love story over the years, but I never would have expected our beautiful reunion would be like this. Ha ha, shut it, Pascal. You can't just come in and beat up my employers, let alone my co-workers, no matter how mediocre they are. What the heck is going on? Why are you here? There was no time to explain, Raccoon. Aid us or get out of the way. Whoa, who is this big guy, huh? Quite a fancy mouth for such a raggedly looking beast. Pascal, these are my friends. One of my group has been kidnapped, likely by a big lion fella named Goldmane. By the spirits, you up against Goldmane for crying out loud? His choices have made innocents suffer countless times, and judging from the steel war machines we have seen in the bowels of the sportress, he will do it many times over. Plus, he took one of our friends. The work here, remember? I made most of those machines. You did not tell us your friend was actually a minion of Goldmane, Fox. Look, in the city, life is a bit more complicated than in the jungle. We just do what we can to survive. I believe that as well for a long time. But seeing what these machines can do, what they have done, just leave this place, Pascal. Come with us. It's not that easy, Lynn. I have friends here and family. I have a home. I can do what I love. What you love is to make killing machines? Pascal and Lynn exchanged looks, a moment of heavy silence passing between them. Alright, I'll help you out for this once. To get to your friend, wherever they are, you'll need a distraction, and I know just the thing. Where am I? Joke to event is always good. It's a gem I already own, character event then. And for years, Margoa had tried to understand many things that didn't, at first, seem to make sense to her. Often she had succeeded, edged on by the ebb and flow of the spirit's voices, and guided by her experience of dealing with many different animals. What she could never grasp, however, was the unbridled greed of some outsiders coming in to strangle Vine Ridge only to take and not to give anything in return. She had learned early on that everything had a price. To take something, you first had to give. Anything else was to her a perversion of the very laws of nature. Margoa grew stronger through reflection, dodge plus 2%. And leveled up. There's new abilities for me to gain. Sub is always good. Wind is one of my favorite ones for this character. Another defeat all one. My characters are getting quite powerful.
Only good escape strategy is to make sure no one will be left standing to follow. Curious. Then again.
Yeah, look at all my goodies. Pascal led the party into what on the outside looked like a giant warehouse, but turned out to be some kind of electrified prison. You wanted a distraction? Well, here it bloody is. I saw cells and thought maybe this was where Greycoat would be. You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? And put in prisoner like that, they have likely taken him into the heart of the fortress. So these poor creatures, what can we do for them? The question is, what can they do for us? I've missed this guy. On the contrary, I believe I do not particularly like him. Let us listen to what he has to say. For foul-mouthed troublemaker, he seems generally interested in assisting us. I might hear you now. Anyway, if we can deactivate the shock prisons, we could cause a little bit of a ruckus. Hit the main forces to abandon their positions, thin out the ranks. Maybe even trap some of them here and clear the way for us to get to the old rabbit. Len and Pascal exchanged a complicated-looking hand gesture. Excellent. Excellent. Macaduke Vandal. Great plan, invaders. Luckily, Moa suspected that traitors' allies would be on the way to save him. How did that thing sneak up on us? You have your disloyal friend to thank for that. Pascal here has made many improvements to my Mecha Knights over the years. Let us thank you for your service by giving you a demonstration. For Goldmane's glory. For Goldmane's glory.
The electrified cells, filled to the brim with prisoners of war, and Goldmane's political violence.
I'm already where I need to be in this game. Don't blame the rabbit. He is a traitor of the highest order. Why throw your life away for someone like that? Are you wanting us not to trust our friend? Goldmane seeks to unite the wilds, bring order, peace. Gun like Greycoat do not understand the sacrifices that must be made. Open collapsed, losing consciousness. I bet he was gonna say for the greater good, wasn't he? I'm quite sure he was going to, yes. The greater good, it sounds like such a nice thing when Goldmane says it. The question always remains, however, who's greater good? Alright, let's get to the remaining prisoners out of here and get the heck out of here. Some guards might be heading here soon. Some guards, You realize an entire battalion of highly trained, tech-enhanced soldiers is coming our way, do you? Are there more reasons to stop talking? And leave this place in all haste. Defeat all, that's always fun. Gains me a wound of some kind.
A cache of hidden treasures was sent to me buried here. Will they ever recover from such a
Like a ninja, I am everywhere at once. Guess I'm gaining up on this guy. Like a complete idiot, he fell into the lava. Keep pushing them until he's dead. Sometimes what low IQ I'm dealing with here. With one character, I'm everywhere at once.
ours.
Of course it was. On the way out of the shock prison, Lynn's eyes fell on one of the prisoners dressed in a dirty noble's outfit. Well, isn't that the Caravan King? Lynn sighed deeply. Lord Baldur, the Caravan Lord. Well, whatever he is now, a lord is hardly it nor a king. Miltosh the Broken, bear witness to the reward for serving the great gold mane. When I said that those with the coin make the rules, I was more correct than I could have supposed at the time. Stumbled upon an animal with more coin than you, I suppose, the strong hunting the weak? If you truly believe what you said back then, stripping the holy relics from our lands is just as natural as your state is right now, Lord Miltosh. I realize now it is easy to claim divine right when you are born into a possession. I never thought about what the view was like from a place where the only sparkle is that of deadly electricity instead of gemstones. I never had to. With those with the means never have to. At least I did what I did because I didn't have a choice. We always have a choice, Lynn. The outcomes are simply not always desirable or even survivable. I chose a path of banditry to sate my hunger for more, but now I would never have been content. It is the inevitable nature of power. The panda speaks true. It seems he has learned at least something from his imprisonment. He mentioned you were forced into a servitude to his clan, Lynn. By right, you have the decision on what to do with the poor wretch. I guess the sucker learned his lesson. Prison is horrible, I would know, and gives one time to think. Your choice will not be forgotten. Animals change and deserve second chances, even if it feels like they don't. I should know. I am in your debt, and the black stone always repays those debts. It's okay. Not every good deed has to be a transaction. That's what makes it a good deed. Well spoken, young fox. You can find Moa in a facility in the heart of the city. Send her my warmest regards. The loud bark startles you, immediately alarmed everyone gets ready for a fight when a tiny robot dog jumps from behind a stack of metal crates. Bark, bark. Shoo the dog away or attempt to pet the robot dog. While a little hesitant at first, you take your time approaching the small metal cradle and it approaches you carefully. Soft bark, slight wiggle of something approaching a tail. The small dog bot seems to like you and it enthusiastically jumps around. You are in a hurry, but it seems to want to take you somewhere. Take the dog bot with you instead. New crafting recipe, and it's a common rune, I don't care. Reach down to pet it once more and the dog bot jumps onto your arm. It's much heavier than it looks, but its cuteness more than compensates for the extra weight. You have acquired the snappy present rune and dialogue. And it says something dumb like defeat Mara, which I can do shortly. The party arrived in a small, large facility guarded by members of the House of Eyes. I knew you would come to find your friend, but I didn't expect you to be so enthusiastic. Not expecting us so soon, were you, vile creature? You will pay for what you did to my brother. While I regret that he and others of your clan had to come to harm, I would do it again in a heartbeat if it meant saving mine. Weren't you the one who touched Morkfall for your own gain in the first place? I was blind and I admit to my mistake, but that doesn't mean my house and land need to suffer for it any longer. But you somehow believe others should? In a just world they wouldn't have to, but I feel we do not live in such a world. But we do live in a world of magic, strong, ancient magic that I will harness to undo all my mistakes properly this time. So my brother's death was just an experiment to you? Channeling a god of vengeance requires a special type of person, and your brother was too soft to make the cut, I feel. Is that why you took Greycoat to experiment on him too? No, your Greycoat is merely a tool. A vessel to truly embody pure vengeance. Who can be more vengeful than a deluded conqueror like Goldmane facing his most treacherous nemesis?
Mara awaited their arrival in the antechamber.
But I'm gonna collect common rune I can sell. And that's what's dumb. Is I can actually heal do more damage to him. And what's dumb is he's going to give me an advantage. There's nothing better than speed and movement. That's what makes it so dumb. Really don't know what this does. Now we're in business. I hate him mostly because I suppose every little bit helps.
The enemy was defeated.
Severely weakened, Moa pressed a button to open a small, hidden door. She quickly crawled in, disappearing from sight. She is getting away. She won't get far. That's the servant elevator up to the throne room. The Talon of Dusk, so that was its true purpose. She is planning to use Goldmane as a vessel for this god of vengeance. I'm not sure about all this talk of gods and talons and whatnot, but we have to be quick before Goldmane manages to rally his forces and there is no way in. No time to waste then. By the spirits, we will avenge your fallen brother and our clan. I will assist you however I can. It is the least I can do. Greycoat should be down there. Let's go. And I don't care for common gems. An epic tomb. +4 to attack. Give it to her. Okay, then that's +3 defense. He needs it the most. And that's a secret to playing. Defeat Goldmane's elite team. The last 2 upgrades I need to, with the Hall of Wisdom, I think. Up in the distance, in the heart of the throne room, stood 3 figures, Goldmane, Moa, and the missing rabbit companion, Greycoat. You can have your revenge. I will not win again. Just leave my allies out of this. The giant lion laughed, a deep, cold laughter. My dear General, no need to yell. Can we not just have a civil, rational conversation? I ordered so many to their deaths. I fooled myself for so long that it was all for something greater than myself, and I was wrong. There was only the murder of guilty and innocent animals. The lion shot a quick glance at Moa, who snapped her fingers, a surge of magic making Greycoat fall to his knees, shivering. Ugh. Greycoat. Quick, we have to get them. Goldmane looked at the injured Greycoat as if he was a piece of dirt on his white cloak. It is still Commander Goldmane to you, insolent rabbit. You dare speak to me of innocence and guilt? We razed Hexhaven and its pathetic rebellion to the ground together. Innocent or guilty, it is all in the eyes of the beholder. You, out of everyone, should know this. And I am that beholder. These eyes of yours will weep for your loss, and view you as some misunderstood creature. But their tears cannot wash away the blood on your hands. You have lost sight of your true purpose, General. You have made the mistake of thinking there was another path but mine. I will unite the royals under my banner. There will be no more innocents, no more guilty, only servants of my glorious empire. So maybe this is the time to start the ritual. Quite which I will deal with these intruders myself. I do not need your God's gifts to wipe these traitors from existence.
They entered Goldmane's massive throne, where the final confrontation will be together.
I'm finally playing with Greycoat again. If I really want to make this easy, I just walk up like this and start smacking. This is how you set up chain reactions. He's on our side now. Don't want to accidentally heal him, but heal whole Shaw. She's back to full health again. Every time I want to move, people is in my way. Sorry, Goldmane, you'll have to move. I'll have to forgive that friendly fire of mine. I have the dumbest minions ever. What an idiot. I don't need common wounds. You'll have to forgive me. Aha! That boggle. No, 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 not again. You will not escape my grasp again, traitor. Why the heck did you just not let us leave Hexhaven in peace, you freak? We would have just disappeared. Just let you leave? Insects like you should bow down and beg me just to stay in my glorious presence. You should kiss the very ground I walk on. My will has been mandated by the gods. Who are you to defy their wisdom? Thank you all for coming, but you should have just left me. Make sure the camp is safe. His army is all closing in on us as we speak. Well then, I guess it's time for a dramatic finale. Did you abandon me and my clan when we were in danger? You did not, so here we are. I am not sure I can unite the image I have of you with that bloodthirsty conqueror, but after what we have been through, I will try. If someone decides to take your life for your past actions, it will be me, Rabbit, not some fancy lion. You do not understand. I have lived my life according to the codes of honor that were. They were based on nothing. They were dishonorable, disgraceful. You lived how you lived because it was the only way you knew how to live. I understand. Doesn't mean it's okay or that you're forgiving or anything. That isn't up to me, I'm afraid. Forgiveness is something earned, not given. I will do my best to earn it. You have been doing that, Rabbit, and I will be there to make sure you keep doing that. Before Baloo could finish, a deafening bang and a sudden flash of light filled the throne room. And back to camp.
I looked at the statue of the spirit god that oversaw the camp and wondered if they would guide us in our journeys. Spirit dust was used to write these words of power. carving knife etched deep into the stone tablet.
I always look for epic wounds. Critical hit chance. She has a lot of critical chance, believe it or not. His turn now. 7% dodge.
Hidden and forbidden knowledge.
He needs it too. Critical damage. One of them needs it. There we go.
Magnificent. Rare discovery. Such craftsmanship.
And doing collection I've almost completed. Motormort, hello everyone. Motormort, what in the places is going on here? I got the portal walking and we thought you could use a hand or two. Wait, where are Goldmane and Moa? The crackle of lightning pulled their attention to a dark mass of clouds gathering inexplicably in the throne room. There was a strange darkness building here. The spirits were screaming. It must be the ritual Moa was talking about. We better prepare ourselves for what we will find in the depths of those shadows. I fear the worst, but we shall prevail. Together. And this is a good time to end my walkthrough for today. I don't have a lot of gold.